Welcome to the transfer window special. Go on, look at that run from Nathaniel Klein. Nathaniel Klein now through. Can he finish? And we're back in the lead. He's got it through the legs. Now Mayuka can join in the act. And he finishes it. It's 4-1 against Crystal Palace. But the main position you guys want to see, strength for this team, is the striker positions. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of the Southampton Cremo series. Welcome to part 2 of the transfer window, and we're going to start off today's episode with a transfer offer for Morgan Snarling, a player that wanted to leave earlier in the season. So it comes from Borussia Dortmund, and he is currently worth 18 million, and Dortmund have offered 15 million. So what we're going to do with this offer is going to counter offer for, I think we'll go 30 million. And if Dortmund say yes to that, that is a great bit of business there. Because Snarling, I could easily replace him with some of the players on my shortlist. And also an offer here for Fraser Forster we still got. And I'm actually going to leave that for now because I do actually have another goalkeeper lined up. So the goalkeeper that was so popular in the last episode was this guy, Anthony Lopez from Portugal. And he had so many comments last episode, and it's the guy I've never used before on Cremo. So this will be the first time if I can persuade him to join the team. So I think he's rated about 80, maybe 81. And what we're going to do, we're actually going to make a swap deal for Fraser Forster. So there we are, plus £0, and let's see what Leon say to that. Elia has only been permanently at this team since the start of the season, but I think it's time for him to move on. He's unhappy at the club, and what we're going to do, we're going to offer Elia for this guy Felipe Anderson. So let's go with maybe a bit more money. So Elia is currently worth 4.5 million, and what we're going to do, we're going to offer maybe 1 or 2 million plussing onto that, and let's see what Lazio say to that, because this is a fantastic left winger to go for. And Elia just hasn't been the same this season, so it's about perfect time to maybe exchange him for a new player. So Dortmund do not want to spend the 30 million on Snarling. That's understandable with the kind of midfield they do have. But now moving on to Gaia, the player that I really want to bring into this team, and I think could really fit into this left wing back kind of position. So they want 7.9 million plus Bertrand, and I'm not sure if that's worth it because Bertrand is still doing a decent job. So maybe I might just leave it. I'll go for one more offer of 6.5 million. Let's see what they say to that. And if they say no, I'll probably leave it right there. So we're going to make one final offer for Javier Hernandez. So I've offered this time for Jay Rodriguez. And he is currently worth 7.5 million. And he's 26 years old. So let's see what United say to that. And we're going to add on the 8 million as well. And let's see if we can hopefully get Hernandez into this team, because he's a finisher I need. So there we are. And also we've got another injury only for Harrison Reed. And in the play conversation, we've got Jason McCarthy. Forget we've got a lot of good players in the ranks. We've got a lot of good young players still to play their first game. Transfer offer accepted for Sule. So there we are. 4.6 million is taking him. The good thing is about him is that I'm struggling on the wage budget, and he only wants 20,000 a week. So that's definitely a player I want to get into this team. So we'll go 4 years, and let's also go with an important first team player. See what Hoffenheim say, and hopefully they'll accept it. Finally, Gaia looks to be on his way to Southampton. So we're going to go 4 years, and he'll obviously be an important first team player. But some good news now, guys, as he accepted contract here for Sule, and that is our first signing of the January transfer window. And what a signing it is. He's only on 20,000 a week, and he'll be a fantastic first team player, obviously to replace Fonte in the near future. We are still currently top of the league table, even though we drew the last game of the last episode against Arsenal. Chelsea haven't been able to get the gap down to whatever it was. They could have taken the lead, but somehow they are still in second place. So Gaia has rejected the first contract, and he wants a bigger role at the club. That also means he wants to be a crucial first team player. And now that Bertrand's leaving in replacement for this guy, there's no other players in that position apart from Ake. So there we are, and let's see what he says to that. And also we've got an unacceptable offer here for Felipe Anderson. And it just looks like none of my players are worth enough to use in swap deals. And we also got another offer here yet again for Forster, and this time it's PSG, and I could probably get a lot of money out of this guy. So let's go with 18.5 million. And let's see what PSG say to that. And we've also got a few more offers here. First of all, yet again for Forster, we're just going to reject the offer for Bayer Leverkusen. And this time I'm going to go for the same offer of £18 million. So Firmino has gone to West Ham, and he's now joined the Premier League. He was a player I used in my Schalke series, and he was possibly the best player in that series, and that's the only reason I didn't use him again, purely because I've already used him on this FIFA 15. I don't really want to use players I've already used on this game basically. So I'm happy to see him in the Premier League, and he is a fantastic player to go for. And if you're looking for a cam, go for this guy because he's got skill moves, he's got everything you need in a cam. But now it's about time we get into the big game of today's episode, Man City time. Just before we get into the Man City game, Gaia has now accepted the contract, and Gaia is now moving to Southampton. He's a 20-year-old left back who is tipped to be better than Jordi Alba at that age, obviously. And there we are, guys. I'll sort him out when we get into this next game, and it's against Man City as well, guys. Remember what happened last time we played them? It was the last game of the season, and we won 2-0 somehow. So let's try and do that again, and let's see if history repeats itself. So Origi has gone to Barcelona, so I know a lot of you guys want to see Origi join the club, but I can't compete with Barcelona, and he's gone for 12 million, so maybe I could have afforded that. So look at the league table, guys. We are playing Man City, and with all the money they've spent in recent years, we are still above them, and 4 positions above them as well. And this is also going to be Gaia's debut as well at the Etihad Stadium, and there is their team. Modric is one of their biggest signings. Aguero, I think also, Pogba on the bench as well, but Aguero has left the club, which is the best bit of news I've heard because he is so OP on this game. Negredo somehow gets past, back into Negredo, and what a save yet again. We don't need a goalkeeper because Forster is in fantastic form at the moment. Oh, Guy has been found. He is so attacking, this guy, and it's gone out of play, but that's what I need in my left wing back / left midfielder, and I think he'll do a great job at his new team. So now we've got ourselves a corner. Going to go for the short one. I'm going to go into the box. Great ball in as well. Finding, I think that was either Tadic or Gaia once again. Snarling has not got there. Negredo with the header, but good work there from Jimenez. Nearly a free header as we give it away there straight away back to Man City, who have absolutely dominated possession. Zuma misses the tackle, and it's fine. Fernandinho finds Negredo. Good save. Get it away, Seal. And let's hopefully release Nathaniel Klein. But Man City getting so close to opening the scoring. Yaya Toure finds Negredo. Defending to be done here. It's Toure, and Toure opens the scoring. Man City deserve it. We have not played well in this first half, simply because we're getting into good positions, but it's not having a lot of clear-cut chances. That's exactly what Man City did. Negredo finding Toure, and Toure is obviously going to finish from that far out, and Man City have taken the lead. Well deserved as well. We now have some work to do to get back into it. So we're now into the second half, and a tip I've seen work a lot is to go on ultra attacking, especially against a bigger team. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm not too worried about defending, as my defense is probably the strongest in the league. But that does mean there's going to be a lot more gaps, but that means that a lot of my players will get forward, which has been the problem in that first half. Yes, that's great play. Klein in a lot of space now. Let's cut inside, in past the defenders. Nathaniel Klein, that must be a penalty. And yet again, we are so close to scoring. And I was too bothered about the penalty that I didn't have enough time to go for the shot. And that should probably be a penalty right there. Play the ball through. It's a great ball to Shane Long. Shane Long to finish. And a great tackle yet again from Clichy. Kazuma's not been good enough. Ball comes in, it's Negredo, and Negredo's Dzeko, sorry, with the goal, and that might be game over, guys. We have not been good enough today, and Man City have taken full advantage thanks to this man, Yaya Toure, who has been on another planet in this game. Scored the opening goal and assisted the second goal, and now Dzeko scores it, making it 2-0 to City. And it's now a long way back to get back into this one. I can't do anything about this. Man City are just camping in their own corner. They're not doing anything about it. And I can't do anything about the short corner. They are just too solid. And that should be the full-time whistle. And that is probably the first time this season that I feel that we've been properly beaten in this league. With Chelsea, we conceded in the first few minutes. And the same story with Arsenal as well. But this was Man City fully deserving to win the game, and that is going to be the end of today's episode, guys. So if you do want to see more of this series, and if you do want to see part 3 of the transfer window, the deadline day as well, guys, smash a like on the video, and I'll much appreciate that as well, guys. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next episode.